It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
This right here is Car Con Carne. Car Con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne, Car Con Carne, sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. Transform your living space with cutting-edge home automation. It is time to turn your dumb home into a smart home. Experience seamless control over audio, video, climate, security, lighting, everything. Embrace the future of smart living. It's your home, your rules, motherfucker. Call my guy Dan, 630-730-3728, or visit him at easy-automation.net. Get a hassle-free quote. Also, before we begin with my guests, I have guests from two different areas tonight. Thursday, April 3rd, join me. I'll be recording Car Con Carne live inside Legit Dogs and Ice. It's in South Elgin. It is reopened, brand new location, 322 South Randall Road. It's a school night. It's a Thursday night, but it's worth staying up. I mean, who cares how late you stay up on a Thursday? Friday's last day of the work week. You're fine.
Thursday's the new Friday, man.
Thursday is the new Friday. I'll have live interviews and performances with East Moon, Ricky Liontones Revue, and more. The doors are at 7:30. It is free because I couldn't realistically charge for anything to do with Car Con Carne. Doors at 7:30, show at 8:30. Again, Legit Dogs and Ice, live recording Thursday, April 3rd. My guests tonight, first off, returning guests from the band 13 Monsters. It is Deb and Jamie.
Hello.
Lovely to see you both again.
Hi, great to see you.
Directly behind me, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, if I can indeed promote this on Facebook, it is Evan J. Thomas. He's a podcaster, he's a broadcaster, he's a music promoter. Nice to see you, Evan.
I am.
Making his first time appearance here on Car Con Carne. Yes. You never forget your first.
Never.
No.
Never.
So, 13 Monsters is behind a brand new music festival. I want to get into that. That's really kind of the reason you're here. But let's talk a little bit about Evan J. Thomas, who's sitting directly behind me.
Evan J. Thomas.
The Evan J. Thomas.
Sweet.
Tell me about your podcast. Tell me about your radio show. Tell me about you. What makes you happy? What makes you smile? What brings you joy?
We can talk about a lot if we're going to talk about me right now.
Puppies and kittens, man.
Better Listen Up with Evan J. Thomas. That's my main podcast. That's the one where I interview bands and musicians and artists and all the like, and try to keep my podcast anywhere from 15 to 20, maybe 30 minutes max, because I don't want people to get bored listening to people talk, especially me, and I can only keep the smile so long on my Zoom. So, I try to keep that. I also run the Badass Radio Network, which is a rock and metal radio station where I play new and older rock and metal. Also have
Nothing good ass passes you by.
No, it's all good.
It's all badass.
It's all badass stuff. And we have about 15 to 20 radio shows and podcasts from different DJs all over my station.
How do you vet that? Do they approach you?
Both. So I've been approached by them, and we have like a weekly lineup every day, and it's just a lot of fun kind of keeping all that together. I get paid nothing to do it. I just do it because it's a passion project.
Yeah, well, guess what? People working in terrestrial radio get nothing to do that either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
all for the love,
then
man.
my main job is I'm a music publicist for Tag Publicity, and I'm working with about 20 to 25 different artists right now on promoting music, tours, setting up interviews, and all the like. So
That keeps you busy.
I am stuck in the music industry like you wouldn't believe.
You don't sleep.
Yeah, you don't.
I do
sleep.
not. No, actually, I do. I sleep really well.
Good. Good for you.
I do. Yes.
So
that's me.
one of the reasons we're all together tonight, we have a monthly podcaster meetup. We're outside Jimmy's on Montrose Avenue, just west of Western, and we all have podcasts. I mentioned Evans. This right here is Car Con Carne. It's a podcast. And 13 Monsters, you just resuscitated your long-running Donkey Banana show.
We did. Yeah, Jamie put out the little teaser today. We have been doing a podcast called The Donkey Banana Show since 2013. Actually, April of 2013.
That's a lifetime in podcasting.
I know.
Yeah.
And it started out as a weekly thing. Then, as time goes on, it became every couple of weeks, then monthly, and then pandemic hit. Things just kind of really slowed down. And the last time we actually did a podcast was 2022.
It's like riding a bicycle.
Yeah. Oh, it is, and it will be the minute we get on mic together, not on stage, but on mic together.
Right.
It'll be great. I can't wait to get back.
Lucky Mike.
I know. It's a great mic.
Yeah, and it's it's basically like a Seinfeld-ish podcast where
There's a
both
laugh
of
track.
us start drinking, and we talk about everything on the air that
Have you been
nobody
drinking
should
tonight
be
before coming on
talking
Car
about.
Con Carne?
I've had one beer.
Yeah, one.
One.
Yeah, one.
So what we're enjoying right now is the Donkey Banana co-host in a moment of rare restraint.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like there was this entire span of time where vodka was outlawed from the show. We had to outlaw it because my co-host here would get a little amped up on vodka, and we would go
Are you okay with him pinning that on you?
Oh, it's completely. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to look at you. Yes, for a while he was calling me Kitty Dukakis. He'd be like, "Okay, Kitty."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd get mean. I'd get
By the way,
overly raunchy.
rest her soul. She just died.
Oh,
Yeah,
bless her soul.
Kitty's gone.
We just chased away any Gen Z listeners I ever had.
People are like, "Who the hell are you?"
Right.
Look it
yeah,
up.
who the fuck is Kitty Dukakis?
Dukakis.
Look it up, man. It's on Wikipedia. She was stronger than Keith Richards.
So the Donkey Banana Show is back after the hiatus, the pandemic. Now, I'll throw this to you, Evan. Isn't it hard to regain momentum? Because podcasting is all about what have you done for me lately, like staying present and keeping consistent, isn't it?
It is, and the hardest part is just trying to keep the content going. So, you guys are coming up with different, subjects every time you do a show.
Yep.
For me, at least the subject's already there, so I got the interviewer who I'm already talking to. You guys have to come up with like ideas for it.
Yeah, and it's all very, very random. Like we'll just be doing something like we were at the zoo today, and there was a whole bunch of really stupid people at the zoo doing stupid stuff. So I said randomly, show topic for the next show: stupid people at the zoo. And she takes out her phone, she puts it in notes. We don't say anything more about it. We save everything for the show.
Perfect.
And then, we get a little shit-faced and go off on stupid people at the zoo.
Right.
And that's one of the topics. One of the other ones is that same person at the grocery store or at Costco that you meet up with aisle after aisle after aisle, and you just can't shake this fucking person.
There was one of those a few weeks ago. I wanted to. If I was drinking vodka that day, she would have been in a really bad spot.
All right, so Goat Village,
Goat Village.
is where
Yes.
this is. What's the name of the festival?
Goatstock.
Goatstock. Of course it is.
Right.
So Goat Village is in Norridge, 4701 North Cumberland, which is by, I want to
Lawrence?
say, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. GoatVillage777.com. It would be way more metal if it were Goat Village 666, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
333.
there's gambling there. They got like a line of machines in the back.
that
so
makes sense.
That's the
Yeah,
777. Yeah.
So I can play the slots and see some live local music? Are you,
You
kidding
can.
me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they have a little coffee bar set up right next to the slots. I'm dead serious.
What's this coffee you speak of?
Exactly.
The shit we find, man.
Yeah.
So you're throwing a festival at Goat Village. Got to be honest, Jamie and Deb of 13 Monsters putting on Goatstock. Hadn't heard of the venue till you brought it up.
Jamie?
Okay, so Livewire Lounge has, I believe, 2 owners. One of the owners has branched out and has, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 other venues.
Yep.
Goat Village is their newest
Got it.
venture. So it's sort of like loosely tied into Livewire through ownership.
And we love Livewire.
We love Dave.
Yeah,
Dave
Dave's
is amazing.
Yeah, Dave's awesome. This is his business partner that opened this up. We played there. We did a holiday Christmas show, Toys for Tots thing, December, like December 15th, something like that. And absolutely love this place. The stage is phenomenal. The sound system is like second to none.
It's amazing.
It's a upper shelf bar. It's really nice. There's nothing divey about it, not yet anyway. It's easy access, ample parking, huge parking lot. It basically has everything. So as some know, we are the owners of Bacon Stock, which we've had 4 times. And Bacon Stock is a big, huge thing. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of manpower, certain amount of money. So it's big. we wanted to just have something that was sort of bare bones, almost DIY, where we could handpick all the bands that we want. Just have a day of music, start at 2 in the afternoon, go until midnight, and then at midnight get a DJ in there for dance hour for, until 1 or 2 in the morning, whatever. But just basically have all the awesome bands that we know, or that we've wanted to play with, or that we have played with.
And if I may interject,
Sure.
Bacon Stock, which is, morphed into Goatstock, was started because, there's another story behind it. I'm not getting into that one right now, but it was started because bands like us, 13 Monsters, and a lot of smaller local bands couldn't get booked into the bigger festivals because you weren't
Sure.
big enough, or you didn't know the right people, or the right venues, or the right promoters. So it's like, let's have a festival for bands that can't get into these and have a great time. And it's been fantastic. And there's such camaraderie. And our biggest MO with this is everybody gets paid. I don't care if you bring in one person or you bring in 500. Everybody gets a cut of what comes in the door that way. We split it equally between all bands. So
Equally?
everybody,
Yep.
equally.
Yep.
Yeah, and
So there's no headliner per se.
No.
No, not really. You might get the headlining spot, but you're not a headliner. So,
Interesting.
Right.
yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody's been great. And there have been bands after I've paid them out.
You guys are socialists.
Basically. Rock and roll
There have been
socialist.
bands that have emailed me or called me or texted me, whatever, after they got their check in the mail, because I physically wrote checks for everybody, and they said, you paid us too much. There's too much money here. We don't deserve that. I'm like, no, a lot
Yes,
of money
they do.
came in, and this is your cut. So we treat people like we want to be treated.
That's fantastic. Well, all right, let's talk about the band since we understand the background now. It's people who you know and like and have
Yep.
played
Sure.
with. And let's see, After the Fight, former Car Con Carne guest,
Yes.
They're great.
fun pop punk band. Another former Car Con Carne guest, Calidius Time Bomb.
Oh,
We
man.
absolutely love them. We've
Love
done
them so
multiple
much.
shows with them, and there's nothing like one of their shows, man.
I'm pretty sure one of the weirdest interviews I've done in the past year or two was
Oh,
Calidius.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't think they understood what I was doing or why they were in the car doing it. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, if you're hanging with them show after show after show until like 2 in the morning, it gets really fucking weird.
Let's see, MILF, spelled MYLPH. It's a
Yes.
it's a homophone.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome, like heavy stoner rock band out of Joliet.
The Vaughn Building.
Yes. That's Wendy Snyder's son's band.
Oh,
They're
Michael's band.
really good. They're
Yeah,
really
they're fantastic. We saw them. They opened for the Handcuffs at Out of Space, and
for one of the last shows there.
yeah, and I gotta say, no disrespect to anybody. We've all seen shows like this. The opening band stood the whole place up. They were awesome.
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Tractor Boy.
Yeah, another heavier band out of like Riverside area. We've been following them lately for I don't know, like the last couple of few months. We've had multiple people say, "You guys have got to play with Tractor Boy. You'd be like the perfect marriage.
Right,
you
and
have
then
to
we
play with them."
and then we met them in person. We're like, oh, okay, we have to do a show together. People
Yeah,
are
they were
saying so.
really
Already,
do
I'm
it.
liking the variety of bands.
Yeah.
I've said this before. If I'm going to a show with more than 2 or 3 bands, I don't want all the bands to sound alike.
Oh,
Thank
fuck
you.
Because
that.
by the time I get to the last band of the night, I'm too fatigued. Like I'm burnt out on whatever that sound is.
Yep.
Punk shows are notorious for this. They'll put 5 bands on the bill. So by the time I get to band number 4, I'm like, I can't do 30 more minutes of this sound. I need a little variety.
Same shit
Thank you for
over and
saying
over
that.
and over again. I can't stand that. Yeah.
And I might love all the bands individually, but I lose my zeal for the headliner by the time I get there.
Agreed.
Superfry and the Valiant 72s.
Rockabilly and blues.
Sold.
Yeah.
They got Evan's attention. Evan's back.
Yeah,
Evan has re-entered the chat.
Superfry is Amy Fry, who is a local DJ on Chirp Radio.
Got it.
Here in Chicago, and she is a damn good crooner and plays the guitar so well. She's brilliant.
She's like a female version of Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's just smooth, man. Just smooth.
I'm guessing this band's different, a little bit different. Afrofuturistics.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're actually
so-
playing with them in a couple days.
Yeah, on Thursday. We're at Burlington,
Burlington.
with them. But yeah, they're a newer project that sort of spawned off of the band's KW3 and the other one. I can't.
Oh
I'm,
God,
like
guys,
on the spot
don't
right
get
now.
mad at me for forgetting
Yeah,
right now.
I know. Sorry,
But they're
Eric.
good.
But anyway, hip hop jazz. So you got horns, you got bass, and you got somebody with 2 turntables and a microphone.
Love.
And
love.
I'm so looking forward to that one.
El Bisonte.
El Basante is a band that we played with like last fall. We were at One City Tap. There was nobody in the place. It was like one of those tank shows where it was raining outside, and when it rains in Chicago, nobody goes and sees fucking music. It's just a thing. So, El Basante, out of all the shows that we've ever done, the 147 shows, top 3, right, Deb?
Yep.
Ever. It's 2 guys, and they are absolutely amazing. It's a bassist and a drummer, instrumentals, and they're looping stuff, and it was mesmerizing.
Awesome.
It is one of the best bands. It's loud and it's awesome, melodic. It was like watching a fucking orchestra.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they are that
You're a good hype man.
He really is.
Yeah, well,
He really
I'm in advertising, right?
Right. Acton's Dictum.
Acton's Dictum. Yeah.
Dictum,
Deb?
I hardly know him.
They're
I'd say they're pure punk.
they're punk,
Right.
but
They've done a few of the Villa Park punk rock
Yeah, the
documentaries.
yeah.
Tuckers.
But with this like psychedelic Doors like edge to them. They're rough,
get that.
but they're really, really refined. They're extremely effective at what they do.
Father, I Want to Kill You. 13 Monsters.
That's us.
Yeah,
You're okay.
us, you know.
Describe us, Jamie.
Yeah. Us, we're
I sing. He plays guitar. It's good. It's loud. It's people
we're-
don't know how to bucket us. Some people call us metal. Some people call us stoner rock. Some
psych
people call us
rock, something.
shoegaze.
Yeah.
Psych. We're what you want us to be.
And it is, I forgot Lou Cipher.
Lou Cipher is the son of the drummer for Callidius Time Bomb.
Got it.
And he wants to open the show. He wants to be the first band up. And we're like, don't know him, haven't really heard much, but somebody wants to
Someone's
crack
got
at
to be
it.
first. Yep.
Yep.
Do it. Hop on.
So again, this is at Goat Village, 4701 North Cumberland. Really easy to get to off the Kennedy.
You could fly in for it. Come from O'Hare and get off. Yep.
It's
Take an Uber.
Stop at Taco Burrito King on the way.
Yep.
yeah. Oh yeah. TBK all day long.
All day long.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Or, if you're anywhere on the north side, just go due west. Easy to get to.
Yes.
4701 North Cumberland, Goat Village. Again, goatvillage777.com. This is May 10th.
Yes.
So the weather is going to be turning. We're going to be thinking about spending the day watching music. Again, 2 until 11 p.m., then a DJ, literally a dance party. Do
Maybe,
people
sure.
want to dance after this?
Let's hope so.
I would think like a DJ rock party.
You know, it's
Let's
whatever
figure out this
happens. There's no rules with it. There's no rules with us.
There are no rules.
Whatever happens, happens.
But more details to follow. It will be a ticketed event, but people can come and go as they please. More to come. Jamie finalized all the bands within the last week, and
Which is no small effort. Like even if you
No.
know all the bands, that's a pain in the ass to do.
he's
You
been
know,
a great
Wrangling
ringleader.
wrangling ferrets, really.
Well,
Not even
and Evan, I'm
cats.
sure. You can appreciate booking guests is probably the most frustrating, difficult thing about podcasting.
Yeah, and same with festivals.
Oh yeah, of
Oh
course.
my God. Been there, done that.
Especially when they
Not
don't
easy.
show up. That's the fucking worst, man. You get everything ready, and it's like, hey, this is a lot of work, especially if you're in a car.
I've always said when I make my first million on Car Con Carne, first thing I'm going to do is buy a skee ball table. Then I love skee ball.
I do too.
Then I'm going to hire someone to book my guests and take care of all my calendar shit.
There you
After
go.
my first million, we have a way to go.
I got dibs on the booking.
All right.
Bingo.
Oh, excellent.
There's your boy right there.
It's the little things. I mean, this is all, Evan can appreciate this. This is all a one-person operation. Like, it's hard to juggle all of this while still being consistent in delivering stuff and not falling off.
Yeah. Try it drunk.
Oh my God.
How many drinks do you guys have for your shows? Like on your podcast?
You know, it depends, but I like going for the higher octane stuff. So my beer of choice, if I can get it all the time, is Dragon's Milk, and that comes in at 12%. So give me one or two of those, I'm
Can't
fine.
do that. I cannot do the high ABV for beer.
It's not all the
Mine's
time,
bourbon.
but I eat bourbon.
Delirium.
Yeah.
Delirium's a good beer.
Oh yeah. I got a bottle of that in the fridge, actually.
Yeah.
I do.
We do. Yeah, but I'm a bourbon hound, and Whiskey Acres is like my jam.
Yes.
I love Whiskey
Have you been there?
Acres.
I've had a couple other different whiskeys at beer tastings.
Okay.
They actually do beer tastings.
You got to
And
go.
I've had,
This is
I
like a
think,
plug
all
for
4 of
everybody's
their
show tonight.
all 4 of their flavors that they have out there every time. It's so good.
Go there someday.
Okay.
It's the most relaxing place. Big
Wait, where is
Adirondack
Whiskey
chairs,
Acres?
Oak trees outside. You
Just
kinda
outside
lay
of
back,
DeKalb.
next to a
Okay.
cornfield.
Okay, that's right. It is out that way.
So you would need to like get a room out there, right? If
Well,
you're
or
not driving back from DeKalb after going to Whiskey Acres.
or have a DD.
Yeah, or
you
have a
know.
DD.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's you. Sorry, James. You're it.
You can always
Tag.
crash at our house.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
we're
Thank
we're
you.
not
We're not far from there
so,
at all.
you know.
So you're more than. Do you like dogs?
Do I?
Okay.
I'm suspicious of anyone who doesn't.
Yeah.
We got
agreed.
dogs, man.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to crash.
All right, Evan J. Thomas sitting behind me. What's next for you? What should people listen for, look out for?
Oh man, the Fozzy and the Lords of Acid tour is what I'm working on right now.
I saw Fozzy when they toured with Ugly Kid Joe a year or two ago.
A year or two ago,
They're
they
great.
were over at
Arcata.
Arcata. Both bands are going to be coming through Chicago at some point. I think May.
I'm already aroused thinking the Lords of Acid are coming back to town.
Yeah, they're going to be here in
Jamie
June,
knows.
and you and I even talked about this. Hopefully, you're going to be at the show with me.
Hell yes.
But those are the 2 tours I'm working, and then a festival that I'm working is called Rock Lansing, which is actually the same day as your show, May 10th up in
Oh
Lansing,
man, I
Michigan.
wish you could be there.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
I won't be able
that's
to make
okay.
it to yours. Because
Rock
I'm
Lansing,
working
you
there.
said?
Yes.
Like Lansing, Illinois?
No, Lansing, Michigan.
Much nicer.
Yeah.
Yes. Funny show.
It sure
Funny
is.
Story about that.
The band
yeah.
Saliva, we have Aaron Jones and a whole bunch of rock and metal bands are going to be playing that all day. But yeah, find me on Tag Publicity, Rock Hard with Evan J. Thomas. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
All right.
Badass Radio Network.
I'm Rock Hard with Jamie from 13 Monsters.
I'm Rock Hard with Jamie from 13 Monsters.
Hey now. Come on. We're not supposed to talk personal.
Sorry.
around here,
Heyo.
right?
All right, so 13 Monsters, there is Goatstock on the way in May.
Yes.
This episode will release on March 27th.
That's the day of our show at the Burlington.
Perfection.
Yes.
Perfection. So if someone's catching this on its debut day / night, they can see you
Yes.
at Burlington.
we
And
Run
if we
over
miss
there.
13 Monsters, we can go to the show, we can go to Goatstock. And as you said earlier in the show, which I think is fantastic, everyone gets a payday. So if you buy a ticket, take a chance on a bunch of cool independent bands. Know that you're supporting bands, which isn't always a given at live events. So I think that's awesome.
Right.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. It is. It is by us. It is for us. It is for all of us.
Love
That's
it.
it.
Evan, Deb, Jamie, thank you for jumping in the car after our
Thank
little
you.
podcasters meet.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll see you at shows in the weeks and months to come.
Absolutely.
So,
I just was wrapping this up.
I know.
yeah, but now that we're 3-timers on this show, next time we get to just phone it in, right?
I want to be in the car.
Dude, I've been phoning it in for the past 1,000 episodes.